Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? I know it's been a while, but I had some time and I thought I would pop on, have a little chat with you all. I've just dropped my cards everywhere and see how you're all doing. So please do pop a little comment on, let me know you're around. It'd be good to see you. I know I need to get more organized and do these properly, but I'm pulled in so many different directions at the moment. So, how are you? Where are you messaging from? What's going on? Are you good? I hope that you are. It's been all seasons in one day here today. So I've been hailed on the dog walk, and then I was wearing my woolly hat and the sun came out and I got absolutely scorching boiling and had to carry all my layers home. It's very changeable, which is kind of reflected in my energetic and emotional state at the moment. So this is a space where you can ask any questions directly. So if you've got something going on, either in your mediumship development that you would like an answer to why something is happening, or you would like me to pull you a card for, you can ask your questions. If you would just like a card, you can just ask for a card. As always, I would really appreciate it if you could share this. But of course, if you are still in the spiritual closet, then no shade, no shame. That's fine. I know there's some of you. So let me have a little look. And what I normally do is just scroll down to the bottom and see whoever is the most recent comment. And we are going with Lee. Hi, Lee. How are you doing? Let me pick you a card. I've read your email, just haven't had a chance to reply yet. Oh, you have got the card of action. So this means it's up to you to get things going. So where you're you've got your ideas of what you want to be doing, where you want to be going, the things that you want to be experiencing. And then I think a lot of us fall into this trap of, okay, come on then, universe, let's bring it. And sometimes that works perfectly. A lot of the teachings of Abraham Hicks, for example, are just, stop, have a nap, it will come. But I don't think that works every time. I think sometimes you have to take action to get things moving. And that's what this card is all about, Lee. So I want to see you pushing through your own limitations and forcing yourself into the next level of energy, even though you may not particularly feel like you're there yet. That's how it feels to me. So there's this kind of stepping up and very far out of your comfort zone to show the universe that you are willing to move. And it always is that kind of, when we stay where we are energetically and sit where we are, and then we get frustrated that things aren't changing as quickly as we would like, or things aren't moving. And that is often because what we need to do is reflect it in us to be able to receive it from the universe. So there's definitely this sense of, don't worry about everything, don't worry about the bigger picture, but definitely take steps, uncomfortable steps in the direction of where you want to go. There's definitely a feeling of bravery here for you, Lee, like you need to be putting on your big girl pants and stepping out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself forward in order to get the things that you want. I hope that that makes sense. Let's have a look. Where are we now? We are with Izzy. Hi, Izzy. How are you doing? Let me pick you a card. Now, if you've just joined, we are pulling cards, but I'm also answering your questions. So if you've got any questions about mediumship, your spiritual journey, healing, anything like that, you can fire them over to me. If you would just like a card, you can ask for a card. And if you have a specific question that you would like a card pulled for, you can ask that too. Hope that makes sense. Oh, Izzy, you've got the lovely, take a deep breath of simplicity. There's just a feeling with this card of ease, so you've got the opposite of Lee. Where Lee is being asked to take action and push forward and make things happen, you are being asked to let it all go, surrender to it, allow it, be sort of, it's like falling back onto a big pillowy bed, just allowing the universe to bring you what you want and not needing to take any steps at this time to bring that stuff into fruition. It's just there for you. So take the simplest path, the easiest path, the gentlest, most simple path, and that is where you will find what you are looking for. I hope that makes sense. It's so interesting, isn't it? Oh, look. There you go, Lee. Big girl pants on. No worries. Be brave. Be strong. You can do this. Okay. Let me just see where we are going now. Hi, Trudy. Let me pick you a card. Okay, Trudy, you have got Healing Chaos. It's fun to be you, isn't it, Trudy, at the moment? Oh, healing. You know, when I first started working with spirit, and I think even when I did, some of my early Reiki qualifications, I thought that healing was gentle. It's not. I mean, it can be. It depends on what they're healing, doesn't it? But I feel like at the moment, Trudy, you are in a tornado, just like on the picture on the card. There is loads happening for you. Look at it all. Look at all that energy. So you may feel like you're in a very tumultuous kind of energy. You may feel like you're being flipped upside down, turned around. You may feel like it's just everything feels harder and more confusing and more chaotic. Then this isn't what you wanted. What the heck's this? You were asking for self-improvement. But that is actually the journey. So I want you to just hold on to your hat, allow yourself to be taken and tumbled. It only hurts when we fight it. It's only when you're trying to resist the tornado that you get battered and bruised. If you just let the tornado pick you up, you might feel a bit like you're being turned around here, there, and everywhere, but it will take you where you need to be. So trust this healing chaos. It's the energy you called in. It's the energy you brought to you. Yes, people are acting in unexpected and crazy ways. Yes, things keep going wrong and you don't know what the heck's happening. Yes, it's very confusing and big and loud, but it will get you where you want to be. So trust it. Rather than pulling away from it, lean into it. Let it show you. Let it take you where you need to be. Let it unfold for you. And then when it finally plops you down, you will realize what it was all for. And you will be glad for it. And I know that's a lot to say at the moment, but you will be. It will get you where you want to be. I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Oh, Izzy, currently sat up in bed getting over a virus. Bless you, Izzy. Sending you lots of love. I hope you feel better soon. I'm a bit chesty today, but I think that might be hay fever. I've never had hay fever before. Let's have a look who's next. Samantha. Hello, Samantha. How are you doing? Long time no see. Let me pick you a card. Oh, you've got the lovely card of miracles. Look at that beautiful card. Oh, by the way, guys, if anyone's wondering what cards these are Denise Linn Sacred Destiny Oracle. I don't think you can go wrong with a Denise Linn pack of cards. There's just not a bad one. Love Sacred Traveler. Love this one. There's another one of hers I've got, Sacred. It's got a wood on it. Anyway, I've got too many cards. I can't read them all. But yeah, just love her cards. So Samantha, this is just that. I think you've asked Spirit to let you know that they're with you. That seems to be the request that I'm hearing that you have made. And this is exactly that. They are with you. It is miraculous. And I feel like for you, it feels like it's changed. And it feels like this is that funny thing. I think when we first start feeling spirit with us, it feels so big and so profound. And then after we go on our journey, and I cannot work out which it is, whether it's us that we just kind of get acclimatized to miracles, like the first feather you get when it falls down in front of you, your mind is blown by the miraculous, wonderful nature of it. But by the time that's happened for the 10th time, it's more of a, oh, how lovely, thank you. And it hasn't got that same feeling of wonderment to it. And I don't know if it comes from us or spirit. When I had Gordon Smith on my podcast, he said we have to meet spirit where they are rather than expecting them to come to us. So after you get your sort of whatever it is that opens you up, it does become more subtle because that's the way that it's supposed to be. So I think it's a mix of both of those things, Samantha. But what I want to tell you is it doesn't change spirit being with you. It doesn't change the fact that they're there. It just changes how they're communicating with you. So keep an open heart. Try and find the wonder in the small and subtle things, and know that spirit are with you. They are guiding you. They are loving you as always, which is very nice. So let's have a look. Where are we going now? Right to the bottom. Kel, hi Kel, how are you doing, girly? Let me pick you a card. Let me have a look. Oh, you have got the card security. And this is all about home, safety, you, security, surprisingly. See what I did there? Oh, amazing. There is definitely a feeling of safety, and I keep being drawn to like walls and your own home, your own space, your own, just your energy. You've made it exactly what you need it to be for you. And I need you to know that that is very imminent, if not already here, Kel. So there's just this feeling of unwinding, of, that feeling when you get home and you shut your front door and everybody else and all of the noise and all of the energies is just out there and you're in here. It's just got that feeling. Now, obviously, I know you, Kel, so I know where your circumstance has been. I'm not sure what's happened since last time I saw you, but there is definitely this feeling of that being available to you once the door is shut, which feels quite significant to me. I hope that that makes sense. Right. So if you are joining, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're all doing well. I know I haven't done as many lives as I said I would. I'm just really busy. I'm writing a new course at the moment. And so I've been writing Your Spiritual Business and recording loads of videos for that. Got to finish off this season of the podcast. Got to record the audio version of my book. Spinning plates, all the stuff on the school, spinning plates. So if you can possibly share this, I would really appreciate it. If you don't want people on your page to know that you're doing spiritual stuff, I completely understand. If you have got a question about spirit, the spirit world, how it works, your mediumship development, you can ask that. And then if you have got a specific question, you can ask that. And if you would just like a card, you can just ask for a card, which is all just there for you. Let me just go down and see where I go now. We've got another Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing? And just so you guys know, I don't pick because how could you? There's too many people and too much moving. So I just scroll down to the bottom and whoever's the bottom comment, that's how I work it. So Kelly, let me just pick you a card. You have got the card of illumination. And this does really feel like the light shining into the dark, which there's a real sense here of you being schooled by the universe, schooled by circumstance, by people. It's like the universe is shining a big searching spotlight into the dark places that you need to see. So I feel that you may have some, illusion shattered. Sounds a bit dramatic, but you might be experiencing the truth of some people that perhaps you knew all along, or perhaps is taking you by surprise for some of them. I feel like there's lots and lots of, it's like all of the stuff that's attached to your energy, not in a freaky energy attachment way, but just all of these little threads that we have in all of our connections with people. In all of those, there is some stuff that needs to be severed, some people that need to be let go, some circumstances that need to be released. And so Spirit at this time are, excuse me, showing you all of these, shining a light on all of these, so that you know that they're there, so that you realize, so that you understand. So I just feel like I need to tell you, it is serving a purpose. Try not to feel too let down by people. It's you that's changed and grown. They've just remained the same. And I tell you what I do, because I've had a bit of this recently, Kelly, so I know how it feels. I just go, noted. And once I know and I've noted, that's that. And I pull my energy back. It's not about confrontation or anything like that. It's just, I see your true colors. I see where you're at the moment. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. I'm going to leave you over here and I'm going to pull my energy back over there. So there just feels like this illumination about where your energy and your attention is going. And that feels very important for you at this time. I hope that that helps. Oh, look, good. Kelly's already. Yeah, you know what? The whole world is constantly teaching us lessons, Kelly. Sucks, doesn't it? It never ends. I can tell you that now. I have to say, you do get more. When I first started getting people showing me their true colors, I took it so personally. I was so devastated. Like, how could you do that to me? I'm your friend. I've loved you. I've all the things I've done for you and all of that. And now I just really do have this kind of, okay, got you. See where you're at. I'll see you when you align back up with me energetically, or you won't. And there just seems to be, that seems to be how it works after a while. I no longer feel so beaten by it. Let me go. Oh, that is hilarious. She was writing that just as I said true colors. How's that for alignment? How's that for alignment? Where are we now? Caroline, would greatly appreciate you picking a card for me. I'm working through something just now. I'm wondering if I'm on the correct path. Where am I going for you, Caroline? Adventures. Right. Now, I'm a bit of a pain, Caroline. If you're new to my page, welcome. I do believe that we create the path as we walk along it. I do not believe that there is one set path that we bumble along. So therefore, I don't believe that you can be right or wrong on your path. You can only be on it. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is just the path and the learning that you experience from it. And so I was thinking that as I was searching for your card, like, I wonder how this is going to manifest. And then we got adventures. So I guess you could say, Caroline, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And I want you to have that adventurous spirit about it. Imagine yourself like Indiana Jones or Lara Croft, whoever you identify with. Imagine yourself in that kind of adventurous space. You are on the path and you are heading in the direction of what you want, but you're not just going to get from A to B, because you need to have lessons and refinement and experiences to be able to get you from A to B. I always think this is the bit that people miss in manifestation. You know, you need sometimes knowledge, experience, refinements in your energy to be able to get you to where you want to go. It's not as simple as just letting it happen. And so I feel that this is where you're at. When things don't go exactly the way that you're expecting, don't take it that you're on the wrong path. Take it that your adventurous spirit is being shown something that it needs for this journey. Take it that your adventurous spirit is bringing you the experience that you need for where you want to be, and hold on to that kind of energy rather than a why is this happening to me kind of. I'm not saying you're like that, Caroline, but you know what I mean. Just go, okay, what do I need to learn? What is this situation showing me? What is it for? I've had so many moments like that. And I'm just at the moment sort of jotting down ideas for my second book and thinking about all the different experiences that I've had that I want to share with people. And, you know, there's things like that, like spirit. I felt that spirit really were inviting me to be a teacher, and I kept resisting it and saying I wasn't ready. And it kept coming up. And then when I started teaching, did spirit then go, good girl, that's what we wanted for you, and only bring me easy students? No, they brought me students that were challenging, students that stole my business ideas, students that behaved disrespectfully, students that were horrible to other students. It was just non-stop learning. And at the time, I did feel like, what the frick? Like, seriously? Could it not have just been simple? But it's made me the teacher I am today. So I feel that you are on an adventure, Caroline. It's teaching you an awful lot. There is more adventures, try and view them as adventures, to come. And it's all going to unfold for you rather magnificently. I can't wait. Do you know what, Caroline? I'd love for you to sort of just touch base in a year and let us know how your adventure's been, because I think you're going to have quite an exciting time. Right. Let me just see. Right down to the bottom. Oh, hey, Barbara, how are you? All is very good. Thank you very much. Would love a card if drawn. Let me have a look for you. Thriving. Oh, yeah, Barbara. Get great energy with this card. Just feels like a very welcome relief. Things are good. There's a sense of ease. There's a sense of fun. It's like, yeah, spring vibes. Winter is finally starting to go back, and we're getting that lovely feeling of growth, excitement, pleasure. I think in spring everyone starts thinking about what they want to do with their time, and I feel like that energy is very much reflected through you here, Barbara. It feels like the light after the dark. It feels like well earned joy. I just want you to follow what lights you up. That seems to be the message from spirit. Don't overthink it. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, leave it. I'm not sure where the laundry fits into that whole scenario. But there is just this sense of freedom, fun, growth, happiness all around you, Barbara. And I feel like it's a welcome relief and well-deserved. And I hope that that makes sense. Oh, Barbara. Let's have a look. Where are we going now? Hello, Chantel. How are you doing? Let me just pick you a card. Chantel, you have got the card Wonders. Isn't that lovely? This is a really... Okay, Chantel, I feel like you are either starting a spiritual unfoldment journey, or there's some next level in your spiritual unfoldment journey, because it feels like this excitement of new. It feels like the opening up to new energy, new experiences, new connections. It's just feeling like the wonder of it all, the amazement of it all, really feeling into that team of helpers that we have and utilizing that energy for our highest good in whatever way that you want that to be. But it feels like when I first started my journey with spirit, and I was just so mind blown by it all. I couldn't believe that I'd been living the life I'd been living with the blinkers on. And when that all changed for me, everything changed. The whole world changed. The way I looked at the world changed. I mean, my husband still just gets annoyed with me looking at views because I cannot believe the wonder and the beauty of it. It just feels like everything's suddenly multicolored and magnificent. And I feel like you're in that space, Chantel. It feels like everything is changed and you are not the same person you were. And it's hard to believe that the world is still turning in the same way that it did, because you've evolved and you know what you know now, and you've experienced what you've experienced, and things will never be the same again. I want to sing some Mel C. Things will never be the same again. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's have a look. Who's next? Claire. Not sure what to make of the wolves that are popping up in my life. My daughter is talking them. She mentioned she is the alpha wolf. Wolves are not her thing. Any card for me, please. Always crazy in my life. I'm really glad that your daughter identifies being the alpha. Because actually, is that not the energy that we all need, Claire? I will pull you a card, but I just really love it because Spirit keep talking to me about this at the moment. Like, it's your life. We're not guiding you. I mean, we're inspiring you, but we're not guiding you. So you do what you want to do with it. You are in charge. You are the leader. The spirits that support us are the pack. And we are the alphas. We decide where that energy goes, where that focus goes, where that intention goes. Spirit don't do it. And so I think it's kind of cool. That's really cool the way that's just come in there, because I think we think that spirit are directing us, but actually we're directing them. It's different. So good for wolves. How lovely and exciting. Oh, your card is delight. Isn't that nice? So interestingly, linking in with the wolves here, there is this softness here. You know, wolves are instinctive. They follow what feels good to them. They follow where they intuitively feel like they need to be. And that is where the good stuff is. And it feels like that's what spirit are asking you to do at this time, lovely Claire, is to follow your instincts, trust into that space, let it guide you, play with it. And I do feel like I want to bring in this playful energy with you. I know that you like to play. I know that's your personality. But I also think that sometimes in life, it gets very wearisome. Wearisome, is that a word? It gets tiring. It's always arduous. It's hard. It's the same old. We're pulled in so many different directions. And so this card is actually a reminder to use the play in your spirit connection, to say to them, come on, then let's go on an adventure, and let them, you know, as you're walking along a path, should I go left or right? And let spirit take you places and show you things and have some fun. I feel like that's what you need, delight. So I hope that helps. And I love the wolves. Bring on more wolves. I want wolves. So that is lovely. Let's have a look. Okay. Samantha. Hello, Samantha. How are you with your big wings in your picture? I've got to move the cards. Isn't this exciting? Let me have a look. Okay, Samantha, New Beginnings is your card. Isn't that lovely? I had to shuffle to find it. New start, new energy. I really want to say to you, Samantha, if you want the new start that you're asking for, you need to stop sitting in the past. You need to stop blaming yourself. You need to stop worrying about whether you've made the right choices, whether you are good enough. We've all got it wrong sometimes. That's what we come here for. We don't come here to get it right. We come here to get it wrong and learn from it. And you're really, really bloody hard on yourself. And there just feels like you keep asking for this new energy. And at the same time as you're asking for that, you're sitting in worries. And I just want to say to you, done bun can't be undone. You're welcome. I think I got that from a Stephen King book when I was a teenager. But essentially, if the bun's cooked, you can't uncook it. You can't change the shape of it. So rather than worrying about where you've been and if the choices you've made are right for everybody, sit where you are and work out what you can do to make things better. And it just feels like there's this whole new chapter of energy, and it's on a precipice beside you, Samantha, waiting for you to create space to let it in, waiting for you to allow yourself and love yourself enough to have it in. So do it. Open up. Let it in. And be amazed at the difference and the change in the energy pretty much instantaneously as you go through that process. You might find that you sort of dilly-dally. So you might be able to let that energy in 1 minute and then you're back in the past, because you've got to reprogram your thoughts and the way that you are. And that takes freaking effort, man. I'd love to just be able to rewrite a program for you, bonk you on the third eye with an amethyst and, oh, good, everything's changed. Doesn't work like that in reality. It takes dedicated effort. You are running a program. That program needs rewriting. So you're going to have to consciously rewrite it every moment of every day until that shift becomes unconscious. And that's the way that you do it. But keep doing it and know that that energy, I mean, look at this beautiful card. Look at it. It's right there for you. Okay, guys, thank you all so much. I hope that you have enjoyed this live. I'm not going to lie to you all and say I'm intending to do more. I am intending to do more, but whether I actually end up on here, who knows? In the meantime, I've got a free spiritual unfoldment course, which you can find at www.mediumshipmatters.co.uk. And of course, you can listen to my podcast, mediumshipmatters.co.uk. Oh, Mediumship Matters, it's not a website address. At any time, just search for it on your device. And thank you all for being here. I hope to see you again soon.